Okay, ready for a deep dive into something maybe a little unexpected.
Okay.
Fridge organization.
Right.
We're talking about the ChasBete portable soda can organizer.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know this sounds kind of basic, but um, this thing could actually like change your whole fridge game.
You know what's fascinating about this is it's a problem everyone has.
Right.
Like, everyone I've ever met has a fridge, and everyone I've ever met has trouble with their fridge being a mess.
It's true.
So it's a universal problem that this is trying to solve.
Absolutely. So we're looking at the Amazon product page for the ChasBete organizer. 2-pack of clear plastic organizers.
Okay.
And we are going to figure out if this thing really lives up to all the hype.
I'm ready.
So, like, what is this thing made of?
Yeah.
It's clear plastic.
Yeah.
Pretty lightweight, durable, and get that it's got a handle.
Oh, nice.
You know, for when you're doing that whole, like, fridge Tetris.
It's all about the handle.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a game changer.
And it's so simple. Like,
it's-
why didn't I think of that?
Right.
Yeah.
It's like those little design choices that just make something so much better.
Totally.
And it's not just about looks.
Yeah.
They also have 4 ventilation holes in the bottom. So, like, no more soggy cans in the back of your fridge.
Oh, that's a good point. Especially, you know, in a fridge, it can get humid.
Yes.
You don't want to be dealing with mildew and that kind of stuff.
For sure. And this thing is compact. It's about 11.5 inches long, 4 inches high, and 3 inches wide. So it fits on most fridge shelves.
Okay.
And what's really cool is it's not just for the fridge. You can use it in the pantry cabinets, picnic baskets, party bars, you know.
So you're saying this is like for a modern lifestyle.
Exactly.
Like if you're moving around and need stuff to be portable.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the product description is pretty promising, but let's see what people are actually saying,
Okay.
like real users.
Right.
So I was looking through the reviews, and people were like raving about this thing. Like one parent said it was a lifesaver for managing their kids' drinks.
Oh.
No more like juice box explosions every time you open the fridge.
That's the worst.
Right. And somebody else was saying that they use it in their RV fridge.
Okay.
Apparently space is like really limited in those.
Yeah, I bet.
So that this helps keep everything contained.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I even saw a review where someone was using it for Snapple and Poland spring bottles.
Wow.
So it's not just for cans.
You can put anything in there.
Pretty much. And it seems like people are really happy with it. There are lots of reviews saying it's easy to use, fits a bunch of different can sizes, and it frees up so much space, especially that vertical space that usually gets wasted.
Yeah.
Like, who even uses that space?
I know.
So it's like you're getting like a whole new shelf in your fridge.
Right.
And people are saying they're saving money too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because they can actually see what they have so they don't end up like overbuying.
That's such a good point because, like, how many times have you bought something and then like, oh, I already had 3 of those in the back of the fridge?
All the time.
It's like you forget what you have.
Right. And this just makes everything look so nice and organized.
Oh, for sure.
Like, it's just so satisfying to open the fridge and see everything in its place.
There's like a psychological thing, right?
Yeah.
Where if your space is organized, it makes you feel better.
Totally.
Yeah.
And reviewers are saying this thing is really well made, especially for the price. It's only like $12.99 for a 2-pack.
That's a good deal.
Right. Especially when you compare it to some of those like fancy organizers that are like $40.
Yeah, you can get like a whole set of these for the price of one of those.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But okay, let's be real. No product is perfect.
Sure.
There were a few people who said it can be a little hard to get the cans out, like when it's full.
Well, yeah, if it's holding them in really tight,
Yeah.
it might be a little tough to get them out.
And some people said it doesn't fit certain sizes, like those tall, skinny energy drink cans.
Oh, yeah, those are tricky.
Yeah. And a few people said the organizer can like weaken over time.
Okay, but I mean, it's plastic. Like, you can't expect it to last forever.
Right.
But it seems like most people are happy with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, okay, we've talked about the ChasBete, but how does it compare to other organizers?
Ooh, good question.
Like, what else is out there?
There are so many different kinds.
Really?
Yeah, like there are rolling can dispensers and those ones with the tiers that you can adjust.
Oh, yeah, those look fancy.
And some even have like ice packs built in.
Wow.
But those are usually a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
So the ChasBete is kind of like the simple, affordable option.
Right. It just gets the job done.
Exactly.
So if you want a simple, affordable way to organize your fridge, this seems like a pretty good option.
For sure. It's a great way to like maximize space and get things in order.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about the features, the pros and cons, and even the competition.
We've covered it all.
But there's one more thing we need to talk about.
What's that?
The environment.
Right.
Like, how eco-friendly is this thing?
Well, the product description doesn't really say what kind of plastic it is or if it's recyclable.
Hmm. So we need to do a little more research.
Yeah, it's always good to know where your products are coming from and what happens to them when you're done with them.
Totally. And while we're on the topic of being eco-conscious, do we even really need another organizer?
That's a good
Like,
question.
maybe we should just try to work with what we already have.
Right, like sometimes the most sustainable option is to just reduce our consumption.
You're saying we should just embrace the chaos of our current fridge.
Well, maybe not embrace the chaos,
Okay.
but at least be mindful of what we're bringing into our homes.
That's a good point. We don't want to contribute to the clutter problem.
Exactly.
But sometimes a little organization can make a big difference.
For sure.
And if this organizer helps people reduce food waste, then maybe it's worth it.
Yeah, it's all about finding that balance
Right.
between being organized and being sustainable.
So it's like there's this whole other side to it, too.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just about being practical.
Right.
It's also about how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
Like when you open the fridge and everything is like perfectly organized,
Oh, totally.
it's almost like therapeutic.
It is. There's something about having a clean and organized space that just makes you feel better.
Totally. And there's actually research on this.
Oh, yeah.
Like studies have shown that clutter can actually increase stress and anxiety.
Right.
So a well-organized fridge could be the key to a happier life.
Sleepy.
Right? I mean, it's not about being like perfectly organized,
Yeah.
but just having a system that works for you.
Right. And like some people might like things to be really neat and tidy,
Yeah.
and other people might be okay with the little more like organized chaos.
As long as you can find what you need.
Exactly.
Right. Without having to like unpack the entire fridge.
Yeah.
So I think we've pretty much covered everything about this ChasBete organizer.
I think so.
We talked about the features, the pros and cons, how it compares to other organizers, and even like the environmental impact.
Yeah. It's amazing how much there is to say about a simple can organizer.
Right. So like, what's the big takeaway here?
I think it's that even small choices like what kind of organizer you buy can actually have a big impact on your life.
Totally.
It's about being aware of your choices and making decisions that align with your values.
And having fun along the way.
Oh, for sure.
Like, organizing doesn't have to be a chore.
No, it can be enjoyable.
Right. So let us know what you think. Have you tried the ChasBete organizer?
Yeah?
Or do you have any other fridge organization tips that you swear by?
We want to hear from you.
Share your thoughts on social media, and until next time, happy organizing.